I just wanted to make a little video of my current state of affairs, and I think maybe some of you guys have already been through this phase, but I noticed probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago that I was going on this kind of like a cycle of going up and down like a roller coaster ride as far as my emotions, and not really knowing where I'm going in life. I've kind of had that feeling of being lost. I think a lot of it had to do with being red-pilled about women, and also a lot of it had to do with I lost my career 2 years ago, and it's pretty amazing how much of your identity that you actually put into your work. When I lost my job, I kind of lost who I was. I never thought I'd be that guy that had his identity tied up in his work, but I guess that was the case, and I'm going back to school now trying to, I guess, create a new identity, but I kind of feel lost sometimes. I think that kind of gets me depressed. I see where I'm supposed to be, but I'm not there yet, and it's going to be a long road, and it's kind of intimidating. All in all, I think that's fairly normal anyways. I think most men face these adversities sometimes throughout their lives. And from what I know about myself, I'm hoping that this will make me stronger in the long run. Yeah, I just wanted to get that out there because some days I just feel pretty lost and I don't really know what's coming next. Another thing that I wanted to mention in this video, that something that I've been doing for quite a while now, maybe about a year, is I've been having these like little therapy sessions with myself. Like if I have any free time, or if I'm driving, or in the morning if I'm not doing anything, I'll speak out loud what's troubling me or what's on my mind, and that's helped me out a lot because I think naturally I'm introverted and I don't really say what's on my mind a lot, and I kind of internalize everything in my brain. And as you guys know, when you think just in your brain's very rapid and it covers a lot of topics all at once. What I found out is talking out loud, it actually slows everything down. You can have like a deeper conversation with yourself and you can kind of figure things out. You can flesh things out more. You would think I would record some of that and make a video, but I think it's kind of incoherent to other people. It's more or less for my own benefit. And I just wanted to pass that along because I think that really helps me. And finally, what I want to talk about in this video is I had a good memory that came up a little while ago. I was watching one of Shining Light's videos, and it was the one where he was roasting his own coffee. It reminded me of a good memory that I have of my dog. So a little bit of background to this story is I was with a woman years ago, and she hated the fact that I gave the dog attention over her. Maybe you guys experienced the same thing, but it was pretty relentless. It came down to if I even petted the dog, she would go nuts. She would bitch me out and say that I don't give her any attention. And the situation was I was making pretty good money back then. My girlfriend wasn't working at the time. She actually wasn't working for a long period of time. We spent all our time together, and I never had a break from her. And she hated the fact that I gave my dog any attention at all. I mean, when I came home from work, I would want to walk my dog because it's been locked up in the house all day and I wanted to take it for a walk, but she hated that. She was too lazy to go for a walk with me with the dog. So to make a long story short, she eventually got a full-time job, and I remember the very first day that I was home alone with just me and the dog, and I made breakfast for myself. I make eggs every single morning, and I fed the dog some eggs because I wasn't allowed to give the dog any table scraps, or my girlfriend would rip me a new asshole. Because I shared my food with the dog, and it felt great. I'm sitting there drinking coffee. It was probably one of the best breakfasts I ever had in my life. It was peace and quiet, and I just enjoyed my meal, enjoyed my dog being there with me. It was just a great moment, and it's something that I never had up until that point. All it was bitching and bitching and bitching. I never really had a good breakfast like that peace and quiet. And from that day forward, I always had a good breakfast up until my dog passed away. Like, it's just a very good memory that I have. And when I drink coffee now, it's for pleasure. It's not to wind me up or anything. And I remember that moment that I had with my dog. So I just wanted to share that. And I think women kind of make men feel bad if they show their pets any type of attention. I've experienced that with 2 different women, and I just don't understand it.